Okay, when last we left off, I believe we had rescued Taya, and for the time being, we are currently moving to liberate a mind-controlled Joey Wheeler. You cannot defeat me. So how this works is, basically you have to, there I go again, saying that phrase. You have to go defeat, Joey using mine. If you do it with anybody else, you actually fail the campaign. Which is, you know, not ideal, but I understand. Fizzed is for the time being, and we'll level her up because she needs it. And yeah, Joey's forces are just reduced to these two guys. That's really it. I don't know, these guys will move. Yeah, they will. Special. You don't either, but let's go ahead and meet this guy here. The only one who didn't attack, so yeah, the one's going to have to be annihilated. Oh well. That's how that works. I'm going to have him wait. I'm waiting for that Dark King of the Abyss to lower its guard before I start attacking with Sangha. Because Sangha would just completely obliterate him. Thanks to that enchanted javelin. And of course they're bullying my summoned skull. Now that summoned skull, I just put it on her team for the time being because she needs the experience. Unfortunately, she's going to kind of be irrelevant after this mission because I really don't need her for a lot of things after this. So her team's going to be restructured. I kind of, after this mission entirely, I start leaving Fistis behind because we don't exactly need her. Because her ability, I've gotten most of the items that I want at this point, so her ability's not as useful now. Her monster lineup isn't bad, but they can go anywhere. And I have other plans for the Summoned Skull. because that guy's been dealt with. Oh yeah, they also... Oh, they do have a respawn point. I didn't think they did. They just don't have items. They're not as good as they would be. That's how that works. Alright. Who's also my lowest? Ironically, it is mine. Shimon, you really haven't had much action lately. Let's just take out that accelerator. It's going to cause some problems. It's a shame that you don't get accelerator until much later in the game, because it's such a beast of a monster in this game. I mean, it's no slouch back in the day either, because a level 4 1700 beat stick is not a bad monster. Double crit. Okay. I promise you that wasn't rigged, like how I have enchanted javelins and black pendants and Sword of Dragon Souls. That just happened. Getting 2 crits in a row. It's actually interesting that I kept this Blackland Fire Dragon for this long, but it's not a bad monster. Again, in the actual card game, yeah, he's a vanilla 1500 attacker, but that's still not terrible. Jeez, everything's angry today. I don't think there's any roaming monsters in this campaign, but I'm going to send Tay up in the mountains. I don't think there are any in this one. Yeah, Panther Warrior, that's a scary monster. Just look at you, Joey. I'll wake you up. Hi, is that you? So, target 1, main target is that Panther Warrior, because that will wreck everyone's houses if you don't take it out first. Because, look how much that thing can attack. That is absurd. Panther Warrior is actually part of a beast down strategy in Go format. Because its ability is not good, because, you know, it has to sacrifice a monster in order to attack. What I like to use it for, though, is if you do use Skill Drain on it, because a lot of people kind of forget that Skill Drain's an old card, and it's perfectly usable in Go format. Nice. Yeah, I think Skill Drain was printed in Dark Crisis, so it's been around a lot longer than people think it has. Skill Drain, being a thorn in our side since 2006, I think? No, not that far in the future. 2002 is when Yu-Gi-Oh! Debuted in the West. But it had been a thing since then. When did Dark Crisis come out? Was it 2004, maybe? I know it was early. So yeah, that is how long Skill Drain has been a thing. But it never really became a strategy until much, much later, or a good side deck card until much, much later. Because everything's reliant on monster effects now, so if you just shut off monster effects, it kind of changes the game entirely for certain players. Well, Sans hand traps exactly. If you use Skill Drain, it basically becomes Caveman Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. You know, me have big monster, me beat you down. But like Panther Warrior, Berserk Gorilla, Goblin Attack Force, all those monsters were eligible in that Beast Down deck. Joey! Win. Pick that and that. Joey! Huh? What's going on? Good. He's finished. That's mind control. So what's happening? Did I miss anything? No, you didn't miss a thing. Nothing at all. It's a good thing for you I was here to help. What's that supposed to mean? When did I ever even need your help? Alright, I must be thinking of somebody else. I'm just glad you're safe now. Why is everyone acting so weird? Pretty short campaign there. No roaming monsters, nothing really. A very weakened force. Alright, Joey, welcome back to the squad. Unfortunately, I love Flame Swordsman. It's an awesome monster, but unfortunately, he's not sticking around because time to completely restructure Joey's squad. First, we have the Red Eyes Black Dragon, of course. Remember I mentioned the Summon Skull? I have a different plan for it. Well, here we are. And even though it doesn't really line up color-wise, I will give him Panther Warrior. Hey, all you people. Now we get to fuse. And for those who know anything about early day Yu-Gi-Oh, you know exactly which monster this is making. So I need to redo her squad a bit. Giant Soldier wouldn't be a bad idea. You know, I guess I'll give her Flame Swordsman. Why not? He doesn't exactly line up with her, but, you know, he isn't bad to have. I'm going to trade. I'm going to give her Dark Elf. And I'm going to give her the Celtic Guardian. Alright. I think that looks good for our squad. Enchanting Mermaid, it's been real, but I don't really think you're going to be super helpful going forward. Well, I don't really have an option for you yet. That's called foreshadowing. Okay, no true abilities yet. Alright. Now that's restructured. Let's go ahead and save and then head into it. This is terrible! Everything's been burned to the ground. Is this the work of our new enemy? Okay, so I'm going to install cannons and a barricade here. It's not remotely worth it to really go out and capture the other bases. Fun fact. There is something I need to do now. This is more Mako's domain, but I need to level up Joey, so a weakened enemy will be easy. You just need to kind of skim up and down this coast for a bit. There are some roaming monsters that are worth your time. But you gotta kind of like wander up and down this coast for a while. And the reason why I'm sending Tristan is what's funny is he ends up being my best unit most of the time. Double Sword Stalker, triple Flame Swordsman. That's actually kind of terrifying. There we go. We're being attacked by roaming monsters. Fortress Whale, Suijin, and Aqua Dragon. So remember when I mentioned that we might have something for Mako soon? Yeah, I wasn't lying. So you just need to survive and at least knock out one of them. I'm going to take out the Aqua Dragon because I have a huge advantage over it. But then I'm going to try to get rid of this Fortress Whale because that thing is a beast. Especially since everyone knows it's Mako's best monster, so of course it's a beast. Then my score just goes off the charts after that. Let's try to whittle down this fortress well now. Okay, Tristan, you just need to live. You just need to live. Oh, I need to fix that. Just food medicine. I might give Tristan sewage in. I'm going to restructure Mako's team. So that's all you gotta do. You just gotta win by points and then they all join you. Some very formidable enemies. Oh my. So it's actually not worth it to liberate the other areas. Because they only give you 100 gold, which is not helpful. And their stock, I don't think, is any good either. Plus, they're not willing to help you because, well, you kind of abandoned them. And then this happened. It's no one's fault entirely, but it's just... yeah. It is not ideal. Having Joey take out this guy is weakened because his monsters, sans that summon Skull, are mostly just back to level 1. Well, they are level 1. Oh, Sword Stalker. If only I could get you earlier. Definitely use you though, because it's a cool monster. Wasn't that great in the original game, but to be fair, it was a 5-star vanilla with 2k attack, so it could have been better, but it wasn't great. Oh yes, there was a chance to level up to evolve the Red Eyes Black Dragon into the Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon. I'd rather not do that because it's not very good. Well, you lose all the capability of fusing Red Eyes, and I am not a fan of that. Alright, so the target is this dungeon worm, because it's one of the scariest monsters in this game. I don't think it can poison yet, but it can still do a lot of damage. No abilities yet. Oh yes, I think Dark Elf was also part of that skill drain strategy. Because this ability is terrible. You have to pay 1,000 life points to attack. That's not good. Oh, I missed. Oh, Flame Swordsman. It's part of some interesting strategies with instant fusion, but it never really had any use in the game. Sans from, like, Blue Flame Swordsman exactly. But that's really it. Love how that Armored Wizard only did like one attack. Nash is going to take this onslaught because I can't mess with these two pairs. So. Yeah, the only monster on Taya's squad that can miss is that Dark Elf, and even that's not likely. Oh, wait a second. Let me change this. Not who I wanted to fight this guy with, but oh well. That's fun. I already did the Final Fantasy half, but I actually had an easy time with a boss that always used to wipe me out. What's funny is the bosses that I underestimate, I end up getting clean by, and then the ones that I I always have no problems with, I end up losing to. I always love how that happens. It's like my mojo doesn't work sometimes. Yeah, I had to ban a guy because he left a spam message. But you're going to have that, unfortunately. I completely restructured Joey Wheeler's team here. Gave him his ace monster. And I don't think I need to explain why I gave him the Summoned Skull. Alright, folks. It's fusion time. Meet one of my favorite old school monsters, the Black Skull Dragon. Wasn't the easiest to summon though, but once you did. Unless they had Mirror Force exactly, good luck. Plus, Summon Skull is just good to run on its own, because one tribute 2500, that's not going to sniff at either. Fun, because Meteor Black Dragon's always fun to deal with. Didn't think I'd get back in time. Ah well. Trying to wreck some house. So unfortunately, my Fallout 4 playthrough, I'm going to have to actually do something. The game basically forced me to go in a different direction because I had a game-breaking bug with with the mechanics that require you to move on with a quest line. So I have no choice but to murder all the Nuka World Raiders. I can't side with them now. Hey, whoever... Also, I noticed we've had a viewer this whole time before you showed up. If you like what you see, drop me a follow if you haven't already. But... oh, that's interesting. And a bit horrifying. Those forces have been dealt with. Let's go ahead and liberate these two villages, and then we'll attack the main fortress. Not too surprising because, yeah, her code is very, very interesting. Yeah, as I mentioned, liberating the villages really doesn't help. because you saw I got only 100 gold from that. It really doesn't do anything. And then the extra viewer left. But it was nice to have the extra viewer. Unless they lagged out. So who's the big bad here? Strings? Interesting. He's kind of pathetic. Of course, then again, people have pointed out that his deck is actually bad. Right. And just the fact that I had more than one unique viewer, it doesn't happen often. I do have some in post, though, which is always nice because it means I'm getting some eyes on this channel. Eliminate. So does that make Strings a Dalek? Yeah. I actually enjoy doing this because another thing is I like sharing imparting knowledge in games that I know a lot about, and then playing games that I know very little about, like Ghostwire, and just enjoying the experience. And then pretty much, aside from one controller, I'm pretty much done spending on my set. One controller and a green screen once I get the web camera going properly. I'm pretty much done spending money on my setup. The last thing I bought was this microphone you hear me on. Yeah, that would do it. Yeah, basically just to kind of get started on this stuff, I just needed a halfway decent microphone and a capture card and a halfway decent headset. Afterwards, sky's the limit. I'm just trying to cut down on how many wires I'm running to my computer because it looks like a jumbled mess over here. That's kind of the plan. I'm thinking of asking a mutual friend of ours, if he can make me a logo. Become a VTuber? Don't really have the expenses to do that, unfortunately. You've done well, you. For today, at least, victory is yours. That voice, Okora. I'm not as easily controlled by Scott's tricks as your friends. I wanted to use him, and after a little bargaining, he gave me the military force I needed. To what end? What are you planning? Ha 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 ha! If you defeat me, I might be inclined to tell you. I'm in Macad right now. Come and get me if you really want to know. You'd better hurry.
What's that? 2 more campaigns in one part? Well, yes. Especially since the one that this video started with was a lot shorter. And we're able to wrap things up a lot more quickly than we did before. So I might actually be able to fulfill that promise of fitting 2 campaigns in one video now. So until next time, Ryo no Kage 33 signing off.